You look good. You look good, Lucky.
Your product, faced with hard luck. Faced with hard luck. Card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck. Pimps and card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck. Your product, faced with hard luck. Faced with hard luck. Card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck. Pimps and card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck.
Good morning, and welcome to the Hard Luck Show. Your certified host, Steve Lucky Luciano. My partner over there, who's out of town in Texas right now. Where you at, buddy?
Is Chumahan Bowen. I'm in Dallas, Texas on the birthday tour for my 1-year-old nephew. Declan, happy birthday. And I'm glad to be here on the show.
Excellent, man. Sean Lewis, certified.
That's right. You could finish it if you want.
Oh, Blue Eyes.
Oh, Blue Eyes, yeah. Certified audio professional engineer for a Hard Luck Show.
Yes,
what?
indeed.
Oh, Blue Eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, Blue Attire.
That's right.
Yep. Excellent. Excellent.
Thanks for that.
I'm here, Chuman, and you know what? You picked a bad time to go to Texas. Because I got a couch full of ladies right here. Lovely ladies.
Yeah.
You know, listeners, if you're listening right now, I want to welcome a few guests. I'd first like to welcome our return guest, Neena Boo, to the show. Neena Boo.
See me, I'm blushing.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me back. It's so exciting.
Of course.
I still don't feel cool enough, but we're gonna.
Oh man, I need you.
It was a little sketch getting down here, but it was exciting.
Hey.
It was liberating.
And next time I'm gonna send car service just to come pick you guys up. All right? You brought some friends with you
I did.
today.
I brought some amazing women.
Please.
Sammy. I hate to say it, she's my assistant. She's more than my assistant. She is a hair colorist. She also works for NAJEAU, and she's very cool. And then an old friend, Anna, from Guatemala.
Yes.
Sammy's from Mexico. And I just want to say they are some bad bitches.
We're the Latinas.
Yeah. We got it going down.
Anna's got some stories she will share.
So yeah, and now that's funny because you said yeah, she's so much more than my assistant. Like you kind of didn't want to say it. I have an assistant too, and I hate even saying.
I hate saying it.
I don't know what that is.
It's not right. I feel like I just feel. Yeah, we're equals. It just it feels so, like dismissive and demeaning. But she is more than she's the best. She lets me do what I do. She's a friend. She's a homie. Jason loves her more than me.
Mm-hmm.
She's.
So what's up?
We work together.
She handles NAJEAU business for you.
She's part of the business. She does all the social. So TikTok.
Oh, you do a great job.
She does it.
You do a great job.
I like to consider, I was thinking about it earlier today because I was like looking at my email and I was like, oh, everyone has NAJEAU in their name. And I was like, what's my title? But I actually consider myself like the assistant of the company because I kind of just like help everyone. I help with wholesale. I help on the photo shoots.
Yeah.
It's like...
They have a phrase for that
She's
in
making
the
minimum
corporate
wage.
world. It's called chief operations, right?
Yes.
Chief officer of operations.
That's what we always call her.
COO.
She's a COO.
Yeah.
She's awesome. She's a blessing. I was gonna say something else I forgot. Besides that, you're a blessing, but you are.
Now you had made the studio spot at the pad.
Yes. So COVID hit, and 2 kids in. COVID happens. No one. We're in the service industry, so I've had it now 3 times. Vax, whatever. It doesn't. But
when COVID hit,
I was at a salon.
You were at a salon.
Yes, I was at the salon in Just One Eye in the city, big salon, and it hit. We go home. Everyone's like, "Get yourselves indoors. Nobody leave." And then I was like, "I can't. If I don't work, I don't make money." So, but if I work, I'm going to get sick and die. Like at that time, it was so stressful. We didn't know much. So for us, it was a decision to be made. So 3 months in, it became, okay, I'm not going back. I got kids. Life just changed for everybody. And I'm scrappy in the sense that I suffer from financial insecurity. So for me, it's always like, you got to go and you got to make it work and we're going to figure it out. So called a friend who's a contractor, built out the garage, made a salon. Got the licenses, and then our clients have been coming ever since. I've had 2 assistants there. They go 2 years, and then they get to graduate from me, and they're better than I could ever be. They're amazing.
Now, I'll back up and say, hold on.
Okay.
Jumar, are you there?
Sorry, I am.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm just listening.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure you're there. That's all. So wait.
Tell me
a
if I
minute,
get
'cause
boring.
No. Because you're like, I was working in a salon, then I realized I can't come back.
Yeah.
So like, what is there I mean, you guys have a house, and it's a nice size house, okay? But you don't have a mansion, right?
No, and we're in the mountains, okay?
Right, and you're in the mountains. So I'm thinking to myself, like, you get it, Jason. You're like, dude, I got an idea. I can change this. We don't need to use this area. Like,
Yeah. It's mostly like I just tell him what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? It's been, but guess what? This month is our 20-year anniversary, so obviously it's working. But it was literally, for me, it's always been like, and we're going to do this. And then we make it happen.
I mean, was it like one day?
Yes.
All of a sudden you saw the vision, or
Yeah.
did it just start working on you and you were like, you know what? There's a possibility.
I come
Does that
from
sound dumb? I just need to
no,
hear
I come from a background of history of just being like, if you're going to do something, you just do it. And you do it at the sake of survival. You go into fight or flight. Ultimately, for me, it works out eventually. But just like just like NAJEAU happened, it was like, I got an idea. We're doing this, and then you make it happen. It's like, all right, let's do this. There's no time to waste. You get one life. Like literally, I suffer from that. You get one life, make it happen, and if it can't happen, then try something else. So it literally was a weekend. I got to figure out how to get my clients to be able to get to do their hair and still make money and not lose my whole business.
Right.
But also get to take my kids were home. They weren't going to school.
Sure.
You just have to learn how to survive and you adapt. And then they came and they kept coming and they're still coming and I didn't have to go back. And I've gotten to, we get to keep doing what we're doing. And then from that, we birthed a product line. Survival. I mean, we all do it. We're all doing it.
Yeah, I like that story. It's and then you guys had to get it's different sorts of business licenses.
Yes, we got our licenses, and then I remember we were doing 12-hour days.
Did it have to be handicap? All that shit.
Yeah, we have all that. I mean, it was like
Really?
legit. Like right now, we're
Right.
about to source olive oil from. I mean, it's a whole other story. But for my other company, and it's like I had to learn how to like deal with shipping agents, and now we're getting a license to sell olive oil for consumption, and you like just learn how to do this.
Right.
And now I'm thinking to myself, I could have done this in my 20s if I just had the tools or somebody showed me that it was possible. Or
Right.
I don't know. You just think like, damn, so much time wasted. But everything's possible.
Everything happens when it's supposed to happen.
Yeah, it does happen. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Man.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, the licenses are interesting. Go on.
And when did you come start working for Neena? Have you worked for her prior to all this, or you came in when she started her own business?
I mean, I kind of like our story.
It's good.
It's good.
Oh, let's hear it. Tumon, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. But before we get to that story,
Yes.
I wanted to, because I've watched a lot of Neena's videos.
Oof.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of them. Yes,
I finally
have.
went
Very
viral.
closely.
I'm really proud of that.
Now, what's the name of the lady who works with you on your social media?
Sammy.
Sammy, do you shoot these videos? Are you there editing these videos?
No, she does it all herself, actually.
Yeah, you're
You warn her
She has
against
the
publishing
product
a video?
line.
Oh yeah.
She has a product line of NAJEAU, which ain't getting too much of the crazy.
Not.
That's the business. And then you're watching Neena Store's personal
Yes.
IG,
Yes.
which is completely
I-
insane.
that's true, but it's a little confusing
I know.
because a lot of. Wait a second. Hold on a second.
You're the only one
Because
confused
Sammy-
here, buddy.
I feel like Jason
Trust me.
remembers most of it.
They all have to tell me to like, they're all like, just keep it very separate, Neena, because it is inappropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sammy. So because there's a lot of hair washing in the videos that I've seen, and I thought it was part of like the hair treatment, and it's kind of crazy.
Wait, the muff
Sammy,
videos?
The hair
have you seen
washing?
those videos?
Like
Yes.
our salon videos, like hair color videos?
No, I think he's talking
Well,
about
the
the muff.
ones where she's
The
like
muff.
in the shower and she's washing,
Oh,
it looks like
those.
dread.
Oh, yeah, no, that's not me.
Honestly, those just come to me. Those stories come to me, and you know what? People relate. And I don't know what happened to me as a child,
been
but
some
I think
wild
the
ones.
shit is so
Man,
funny.
she busts out shit that I just like some mornings I'm
She
like,
put her
no,
butthole.
Like
she
the
didn't.
banana.
Remember?
Yeah, I hit her.
We talking
I
about
did
the
her with a
banana?
text something like, hey girl,
Oh, the banana.
hey, ease up.
By the way, I went viral on that one.
Can I just
I was
say-
real. I mean,
Yeah,
my
you
parents
did.
don't know yet, but I was very. I didn't realize that my stroke was that good.
Damn.
The comments were so funny. It was like, did anybody notice
peanut butter.
that she stuck her hand in the peanut butter? Or somebody was like, the
Yeah.
peanut butter's not gonna
Yeah.
do whatever. I mean, people. I met a lot of new friends, and it was all. It was. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is what I went viral
Nina,
over.
but yeah, Nina, seriously, when you make a video like that, you have the video up at an angle. Somebody's helping.
Oh, no,
you.
I'll
Like
tell-
somebody was.
no.
Jason.
No,
Jason.
It has
I'll tell
to
you
be-
what.
Yeah,
no,
is
no,
it a
no.
stand?
No, it's a stand. But I'll put it
stand,
on.
okay.
I'll tell you what happened that morning. I said, Jason, I can't deal with the kids right now. I have to work. We have so much to do. So he takes
I have
them
to
at
jack
like
off
8
a
o'clock in the
banana.
morning. Yeah, he takes them 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I just need some personal time. I got nausea stuff. He takes them. He went to Target errands, and then I was in the shower, and that's when like usually good ideas come to me. And I was like, oh my
Right.
God, why has nobody ever done that video? And so I went downstairs and then I shot it myself. It took like 30 seconds. And then I posted it. And then I get a phone call from him. He goes, this is what you were using your time for? And I was like, yeah, but look,
He
people love
shouldn't be
it.
judging. He shouldn't be judging your you time, Nina. You're just there to explore yourself.
I know. It just came, and then it was bigger than I imagined. And then I deleted it off my Instagram because I woke up one morning and I'm like, who are these weird people?
no. Oh,
I was
no.
getting some weird comments, some weird DMs.
Yeah, well, you're gonna attract that comes with the territory.
Some weird folk. So then I was like, I need to delete
so-
this. I'm a mother.
Yeah.
And I'm a respectable
Wait, so you didn't
businesswoman.
send the
Yeah, but
guy
how
the
do
video?
kids
No,
come
I don't
into
know.
the
And then
world
I don't know
first?
how a week later it showed up on somebody else's, and I was like, I fucking deleted this like
Right.
last week.
It already went
Right.
viral.
It's gone. It's
Everybody's
done.
Right.
playing.
It's done. I got to tell
Yeah.
my parents. It's done.
Right. Okay, so Sammy, you're a professional and you don't have anything to do with that.
Yeah, she's doing a little work for her on the side.
I'm
every now and then.
innocent.
Yeah. Yeah, I got, she's the boss. You're the assistant. So how did you guys meet?
Right.
So
Right.
Nina and I met when she was working at a salon at NAJEAU specifically. I was working for another hair colorist at the time, and we met. It was cool, but at the time I was always like, oh, I really like Nina's clients. I like working for her. She had really awesome people. Anyways, that didn't work out for me. I stopped doing hair for about 3 years.
Wow.
I was going through a hard time in my life, and it was during the pandemic. I think it was 2021. Yeah, I had been thinking about it for a while. I was like, I gotta get back into hair. Like, it's the only time I've ever been happy. And specifically, I was up in Lake Arrowhead. I looked at my boyfriend. I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get back into hair. The next day, I went on Instagram. It was like 8 a.m, and Nina posted that she was looking for a new assistant. And I like hopped on it like immediately. I messaged her. I was like, I am so open. Like, I'd love to be your assistant. It's like, what a great opportunity. She thought I was kidding, and then followed up, and it's crazy. It was between me and another girl. I knew I was gonna get the job, obviously, but but it was crazy. I started in August of 2021, and literally end of August was when she came back from her trip from the ranch and her parents' house, and she was reintroduced to like all these oils that her mom was like, oh, do this. And we started doing it on a couple clients. It was literally that month. NAJEAU she called someone and
Spawn.
NAJEAU just started. And it was like, yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah,
It's
she's
like
the best.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's like it wasn't like kind of meant to be, but
I believe
it was
in
a
that.
cute story, but
I think it was meant to
I believe everything is, if you're in tune with your alignment or your what you're supposed to be doing, it happens. You just have to be open to
People
it.
show up.
They do show
the
up.
right times and like the
Yes.
right players. All the pieces come together.
They really do.
I believe that too. Let me ask you, because I know different people. We have some mutual friends in hair, and I always see that it's the hair colorist that has the assistant. Like, sure, I mean, some owners of salons might have an assistant, but I always see it's kind of with the colorist, the people that dye hair and do all that stuff.
Yeah.
So what is an assistant? What does she mainly do? Why is it that you have to have it? Because I know it's time sensitive when you're dealing with all that shit. But how does that work?
Oh my God, if I could go back and if I could do the other side, it'd be so much easier and cheaper. No offense, but being a stylist is so much easier and cheaper.
It seems like a lot of work.
So much easier,
Yeah, it is.
so much
Coloring
faster.
I feel like your brain works, either you're a sculptor or a painter, and so we're painters, yeah? But it takes so much work in the sense of like, you're juggling 3-4 clients at a time, you're holding foils, you're picking up hair, you're rinsing at the right time, otherwise hair fries off.
Chemicals.
She's doing appointments, you're dealing with chemicals.
Chemicals, yeah.
With math, with so many moving parts. It's
Lots of
almost like
science.
I relate it to being like a waitress. Like you're juggling all these different tables. So that's why saying assistant feels weird to me, because I just feel like we're waitressing at the same time, you know? We're doing the same
partners.
work. We're partners
Yeah.
in a section. And so, yeah, you're juggling moving parts all the time, where a stylist is usually one person right in front of them, one scissor, one comb.
Like maybe an hour.
Yeah. You're taking 2-3 people within an hour. It's exhausting. Actually, I don't know how much longer I physically can do it. It's that exhausting, but your neck hurts, your back, everything hurts. But I'm grateful.
But once you guys kind of figure out your system, you guys start.
It's a flow.
It's a
That's why
flow.
2 years.
You don't even have to tell her.
No, it's like, and she's
Your
done
neck
with.
hurts, your back hurts, your,
But I'm
your
grateful.
elbows hurt, but I'm grateful.
But I'm grateful. I have to sit down now in a chair because my bladder falls. It's like all these things now. I'm not even kidding.
Then I like start acting weird with a banana, but then
Yeah.
my elbow hurts, but I'm grateful.
And my clients, they just know me now. Nothing phases them. I don't take new clients, so they're just like, saw your Instagram, and I was like, that's cool. Anyway, who's hungry? No.
I feel like your Instagram, Nina,
Is-
actually sets you apart from other people in a good way, and then actually in a really great way.
Oh,
So
I mean, I can't imagine that anybody, because I feel like hair, right? It lends itself to a sort of a community or a rapport, kind of like what Steve talks about in the tattoo world, where it's like you got to also be somewhat of a personality, because people are going to be with you for a long time, and you got to be able to, be interesting or engaging. Do I have that right, Steve, or what do you think?
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Right. So I feel like, Nina, you might actually be maybe one of the first people to really be able to set up sort of a private, reserved stand-up comedy, sketch comedy / coloring.
Sure.
I love
Right?
you for saying that.
Where it's like,
Flash
right,
records.
people will pay tickets to just watch you do hair.
I mean, yeah, at open arena hair salon at and do it all live. Yeah, people
Oh my
would.
God,
You
that's
get a
hilarious.
whole fucking show thing.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, that's one. But I remember early on me sitting down, Schumann, and saying, we need to do this podcast because this eventually will turn into a show for her. Like this girl's got her own show in her. I know it. It's a matter
so
of
true.
positioning,
For sure.
airing it out, keep on throwing things and figuring out exactly how this. It might be what Schumann said. I mean, it's something that's outside. It might be completely outside of the box. Maybe nobody's done it before.
Maybe it'll be us going to Lebanon, hanging
might
out
be.
with my cousin who's the monk and my crazy family there who's the best.
It might be. You know what,
I mean,
Schumann?
honestly,
That'd be a good show.
Filming a trip
Honestly.
with her
And my family.
going to Lebanon, her whole trip,
Yeah.
because it's also all about her brand that she's launching. If you pitched a fucking reality show or a show like that shit would go bananas.
I mean, we would also all have fun. My
see
favorite part is
bananas.
fun.
You should come.
We are
Bananas.
rich with passion.
Bananas.
Bananas.
Banana.
I'm just throwing it out there because we're about to go in September, so
You are?
come with us.
Yes,
yeah,
we
we're going.
are.
Sammy's
No, I know
going.
you invited me as well.
You should
Throwing it out
come.
there.
But I just you know what? You have you really are completely insane. You are completely insane.
And that feels right,
Yes.
you know?
And you're just so like I don't know, there's no other word than robust entertainment. Like I want to scroll and I want everything to be on some Neena shit, that'll keep me in a good mood. Just let loose, man. I think the whole problem is that motherfuckers are so uptight. And scared of how they look. And you break that, like Chuman's saying right now, like it does. Not only does it set you apart from that, it sets you apart in life.
Thanks.
Yeah, really.
It means a lot.
Yeah. And then, but what's cool about another great aspect to Nina's videos is not just how like crazy obscene some of them are. Then there's this other part of her videos where she's talking about either it's her product or whatever it is. And then you see this amazing family behind her.
Dude,
or like
this gorgeous, amazing family. Exactly.
Walk by and they just look at the camera, and you can tell that they already know their mom's insane.
Yeah.
And they just like smile and then they just keep walking, right? Am I wrong, Neena?
No. Sammy is witness
Or her
to
son's
that,
like
too.
participating in it with her, you know?
More her son than her son.
Sammy witnesses a lot of my kids' interactions with me, and it's pretty honest. They're pretty brutal for sure. They think I'm crazy 100%, and it's endearing in a way, you know. I don't have to like hide who I am, I guess. But I'm saving up for therapy for them for sure. But I will say, somebody said they're like, your feed is just like kind of schizophrenic. Like you go from like this extreme to the other extreme. So I live in extremes, not bad extremes, just like, you know, just both sides of the coin of emotions, I guess.
You know what I sense from you, Neena, and your like ventures and everything more than anything else is that I actually sense that, and this is going to come across as crazy, or maybe I'm overshooting the mark, whatever. I've been accused of that. But I honestly think that on some level you have genius, you have some aspects of you that are genius, and then you have this other aspect of you that wants to try to remain humble about it, right? We even heard it here kind of when you were sort of not sure how to phrase assistant because you didn't want to sound superior or something, right? But the truth of the matter is that I think you're super talented. And so you're not only are you super funny, but you're artistic and you're a great mom. And obviously,
And you're
20 years,
super smart, super intelligent.
Right now.
Yeah.
Right,
This is
right.
very
So I
hard
think
to
that's
hear.
That's why some people would say it's quote unquote schizophrenic, not because it really is, but because you have those different dimensions that are very real. And that is probably how your day really is.
Sammy can attest to that, I guess. She sees me on a daily. What you just said is exceptionally heartbreaking and heartwarming at the same time, you know, because you always want people to see you, I guess, differently than you see yourself. And I tend to suffer from the imposter syndrome, and I mean that in the most humble of ways. But Sammy knows we go from extremes all day long. You know,
she's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Right. Certifiably
She's crazy.
nuts.
Yeah.
I literally
That's why I
spend
fuck with her.
so much time with her, but I will say, like, she literally, I think she's also changed my life in a way where, like, yeah, she's fucking crazy, but she kind of gets you in that, like, mindset where, like, well, no, life is too short. Like, oh, fuck it. Like, this is what's going to happen. Let's fucking go. Let's have fun with it. Like, it's a cool thing.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's been so fun. And I feel like I don't want to take all the credit because it always takes a team of people with you, you know, that see you and that understand the synergy. And it's always about the group unit. Like even sitting here, it wouldn't be just fun if it was just me sitting on this couch by myself.
It probably
you know
would
what I
be
mean? Not
Well,
really.
probably would. You probably have. But go on. Now it's even funner because we got everything.
Yeah, that's right. We got all my brown sisters here. Can I say that? But I'm truly grateful that everything you said and that we get to all do this together for sure. And we are crazy. And you do get one life. And maybe it's just from being from parents. We all have parents that have gone through stuff. So there's something about that. You know, you see life a little differently.
Tomorrow morning on TikTok, she'll be beating her neighbor with a giant dildo or something.
That's right.
Crazy.
Because, you know, it's crazy. And
I will not ever post that on TikTok.
That's our business account, Lucky.
Oh, okay. Not on there. Okay, now let's, you know what? So let's bring Anna into this equation. Listen, as you already know, ladies and gentlemen, I have Neena's husband is my guy. He's like my spiritual advisor, you'd say, you know?
Same.
We're part of a club, you know? And he, like, one of his best friends in the world is a female, Anna, and she's here. And I have so much admiration for this woman.
Thank you.
So obviously she's friends with Jason's wife. They're friends too. So Anna's like in with everybody. So we have Anna here tonight.
I mean, I met Neena through Jason, but we became, I feel like instant friends even from the get-go.
You were hilarious.
You
she
know,
got guns tattooed in our kitchen on her. Very
my first
regrettable.
tattoo, I was 29. I hate them. I love you, Jason, but I hate my guns.
Pew pew.
She said pew pew. Those are dope. Those are badass. You see that? Hey, she's double quit this. Double quit this.
I got them in your kitchen.
From now on, when I see you,
Don, let me see those tattoos.
Every
I can't see
time
the tattoos,
I
man.
travel and if I'm on a beach in bikini, I forget that I have them, and men always go. And then I'm like,
Shooting their load at you, Anna.
yeah, like everywhere. Especially like if it's a Latin country, it's even worse.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
but you know that I met Neena through Jason, but I feel like we have our own friendship.
Yeah.
We've traveled together.
We have?
Yeah, we
Where
went
did
to
you guys
Atlanta.
go?
Oh, we went to
We
Atlanta,
went
Georgia.
we went
That's
to
right. Oh, my
Magic
God.
City.
Oh, you went to
Oh,
Magic
Magic
On that
I took her
midnight
to
train to
Magic
Georgia.
Stories.
Right.
Took
Oh,
her to
and
Magic
this is
City.
the best part. Anna is hilarious. We went to Atlanta, Georgia. We were knocking on doors back when we were
Selling bike back
yes,
and shit, right?
back in the day when we were and we're all in blue. We were all in blue because we were the blue wave, right? And Anna, we go to Magic City, and it is the
What?
yeah.
Drake was there that day.
Anywhere we go, we have to hit the local joint. Wink, wink, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So we go to Magic City, and it goes, Neena, they're gonna think we're like gang related. I'm like, they're gonna think we're middle-aged moms.
That's the first time I realized I was middle-aged, actually.
Yeah.
That's literally the first
And
time
then
it dawned on me.
I look over as I'm eating chicken wings, which I have to say were the best chicken wings I've ever
Really?
eaten.
They got good ones
Oh
in there?
my
They got good
God! I mean, this
We
was
are in
pre-COVID.
Atlanta. You are in
Yeah,
down
it
south,
was
you know?
amazing. No one was washing their hands. It was so good. I look over and
Everybody's
there's
just digging in things. It makes them taste better anyways,
Yes.
right? Yeah,
and
give
we're
us a
like,
flip.
where's Anna? We're all in our blue jumpsuits. We look just so ridiculous. And Anna, there's Anna, and she's face in between like two butt cheeks with dollar bills and
It was
just like
hitting my chin. But
Musky chin.
Yeah.
Magic City doesn't have like a private area where you can get a
was
laptop.
amazing.
It's
it
like
just
out
goes
in the
down
open.
anywhere where
it was
you can.
amazing. Everybody
Yeah.
there was so nice. They were taking pictures with us. It was just like it just felt. And Anna was just. It was
I
hilarious.
get creepy at strip clubs. I can't go anymore.
Yeah,
I'm a
you get-
mom, but
You could tell you could go. You were getting like
I get
teetering.
weird.
You were
I
teetering.
get really
It's
weird.
all right. It's okay. It's all right. We all have our
It's
thing.
okay.
It's okay. No problem, Habibti. No problem.
We're gonna go to Sam's Hofbräu after this. We'll see how you feel over
Oh my
there.
God,
See how you
remember
feel
that.
about that, huh?
Go.
Oh,
It's
we
not
can't
good.
go because Jumon's not here.
But can I tell them one of my favorite Anna stories?
sure.
So
Oh,
my
here comes the Anna
my
story,
first
too.
assistant, who's also more than my assistant, humble, Simone. She's the best. She's a short little amazing like lesbian.
Oh, I know what you're
fierce.
gonna say.
So Anna's back from Mexico because I guess her and her dad had gone down there and got a twofer.
For plastic surgery.
Plastic surgery. So she looks at my assistant. Okay, so we'll back up. But so her and her dad, I'll let her tell you this story, but I'll just say, my assistant Simone, I look over
You
and
both got plastic surgery?
Yeah, I got a deal.
she only goes where
What do
she
you
gets
mean?
it.
What did you get and what did he get?
I got lipo and breast implants, and then he had a facelift for 11,000. 3 things.
Yeah. Jumon's falling on his chair right now.
They drove back over the border, bandaged up.
Yeah.
No
my mom drove
way.
us. Yeah, my mom drove
That
us.
is the most Latin thing I've ever heard. Wait a minute. What if we did it both at the same time? Can you give us a discount?
So she's
Dad, get off the couch. I gotta get this deal, man. Right now, they're gonna do this for 11.
11.
Get up.
oh,
It
so
was a
good.
deal.
So she gets back and she says to my assistant, she's getting her hair done. She's like, "Yo, Simone, touch these. They're like Tempur-Pedics." And I look over and there's Simone with like this
voice.
distress. She's just like stressed on her face, but kind of intrigued. And she's
Yeah.
grabbing Anna's boobs and she's like, grabbing them.
They're
Memory foam?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were illegal at the time here. They were legal in Mexico. So they're like,
You had illegal titties?
yes,
They feel great.
they feel good.
Illegal
That's
boobies.
amazing.
Illegal, yeah.
Memory foam.
Because if it
That's
rips, it
really
stays in
high and
place.
dirty.
Yeah. She also called everybody before she went down
thought
for
I was
this.
gonna die.
And said goodbye to everybody.
Because you weren't sure if you were gonna make it out of there?
Well, because my uncle 3 weeks prior had died in TJ getting work done.
That's like-
Oh, hell no.
But I had already paid a deposit, so I couldn't get
Hell no! 3 weeks prior, her uncle dies, and she goes and gets shit done. You got me.
Yeah, but
It was a non-refundable deposit.
I mean, it's the deposit.
That's called a
Non-refundable
Latin dilemma.
deposit.
Anna, I was like, tonight, I was like,
They're called a
Anna.
Latin dilemma.
And I was like, come with us to the podcast, Lucky. And she's like, oh, I was like, dinner's free. She's like, I'll see you. She was there 20 minutes before us. She was waiting in that
With a
lobby.
napkin tied around her neck.
waiting in that lobby.
That's
It was non-refundable, so I had to do it. I called all my friends.
Okay,
I was
how
like, I'm
did
gonna
everything
die.
turn out?
Beautiful.
They did good work.
Yeah, good work.
They actually did really good work.
Yes, they did.
And Pops,
Pops, that was one of 3 now.
really?
He's gone back
Oh, he went back and got it.
twice. Yeah.
He really liked it.
Yeah, he loved it. Yeah.
So who's this doctor?
He's good. His name is
Do they,
Ernasi.
hey, do you guys?
He said I had my whole family done.
Does a family go down to get the teeth done in Mexico?
Yes.
Yeah, my family does that
Really?
too.
Chumahan's wife. Is it?
Lissandro, Uncle Lissandro. He's
In
a dentist down in Guatemala.
Guatemala.
Setting up celebrity tours. Yeah.
See, but I feel
She's a
like
Chapino. My
Guatemala's
wife is
so
a
far
Chapino.
down.
That's
I
where
know,
she's from.
Juman, and I want to give your family the money, but that's like a real trip down.
My family
Well,
goes
that's
down
true,
to like
But you also get to
Mexicali.
meet Subcomandante Marcos while you're there, the Zapatistas, while you're recovering.
Well, yeah, that's the most attractive part of the whole thing is that I might meet Sub-Commander.
Yeah, we'll send you over
or
to
any of the
Chiapas right
Zapatista
after to
soldiers.
recover.
But you said Mexicali,
My family goes down to Mexicali to get their teeth
and it
done.
works out.
TJ is where
Works
we go.
great. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to.
And it's cheaper than here, huh?
It's cheaper.
Works
What?
great.
Did you guys just see that
just
thing on the
replace my
news
whole
where those?
teeth.
Did you see the thing on the four black people that went
yes.
down?
And 2 died, and 1 was shot, and they let the woman free. That's
The
gnarly.
reason,
crazy.
the reason why though, there's a lot of controversy is because the Mexican government or whoever it was able to turn those people into the United States like in 2 days. Meanwhile, hundreds of thousands of real Mexicans disappear every day. Nobody does shit.
I mean,
True.
that is true.
Yeah,
And
that's.
now you gave us an awkward silence.
Oh,
No,
I mean,
no,
that is true. I remember seeing the crime go down. Somebody posted a video of it, but it was before anybody knew what it was. But just horrible, man. And the other thing that I don't really understand
Were
is
they going down there for medical reasons?
they were going down there to get plastic surgery done.
Oh.
Tell me,
Tummy tucks and it was
Tell
like-
me, Tuck of death.
But let me just say this. I'm
But
just
we
gonna
have
put this out
crazy
there right
stuff
now.
here, though.
Absolutely,
No,
there
we
is.
got
But-
people going into Target and
Oh,
Walmart.
no, way worse.
Yeah, way
But
worse.
what I'm saying is this is when America's got like this attitude if somebody's getting kidnapped or we go to another country and American is treated badly or like we're not going for it as America, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
kind of like the thing, right? So somebody said to me, bro, when this story first broke, somebody said to me, man, what do you think's gonna happen? It was a younger person that was asking me, man, this happened to the cartel. I'm like, dude, as soon as people start taking people hostage and cartel shit, dude, the United States is gonna go down there and obliterate some fucking cartels, bro. Like that's a problem. These guys, the Mexican government doesn't want that problem, let alone cartels. So I'm thinking about that, and then this thing starts unfolding. And it's almost like I haven't heard the government say one peep about any of this. But you know, when they killed Kiki, the officer down there, remember that, Juman? We did a whole show on it. They turned Mexico upside down for an agent. That was the biggest fuck up they ever committed. But it's been like that. You've heard of places where like they're holding an American, like the whole world's focused. These are fucking 4 Americans that just got 3 of them got murdered by cartels in Mexico. Crossing the, like isn't that major though?
Yeah, but that's also very random that they would do that because usually they know better not to do that.
Absolutely. So that
But
might,
so-
but
so
that
this
might
is-
lead to
well,
like
so-
maybe
so-
there's something else
like a
going on
setup.
that we don't know though.
That, or was it because
that.
they were minorities? That if it was for white people, would it have been a different response
Bro, let me
from
tell you.
Even
Palisades?
crazier, probably.
Just like if what happened in Ohio was in the Palisades, would we have acted better, bigger, faster?
Hold on.
I mean, we
Didn't,
got
it, didn't it just happen? Didn't something just happen like a year ago down? Wasn't there a white family and the cartel shot up a car.
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And they did make a big deal of it, didn't they?
Yeah.
Shuma, you remember that?
Yeah, but I think in this instance, and I think it's partially because the cartels actually either know better or are working with somebody on the American side. I think that they quickly turned over the 5 people involved as soon as possible before the trouble got any bigger. And I agree with you, Big Lux, that it seems like we get outraged if one of an American abroad gets attacked in a way that we don't care if other people get attacked, even here in the United States. Anna's correct, too, to say that
our country against
there's crazy shit happens here, too. Because there's nothing crazier than
school shooting,
that toxic spill
Absolutely.
in Ohio. Do you know how many people are going to die from
100%.
that? And you know that's purely just deregulation. The lawmakers just decided, fuck it, let businesses save even more money. And then probably the most deadliest toxic chemicals are now in the groundwater of Ohio, killing tons of innocent families for years.
Yeah.
Damn.
For years.
10 years is what they say would clean it out.
What?
Yeah, about 10 years.
That's insane.
I mean, that's at a minimum for sure.
And what is the trip? I mean, I'm just gonna bring this. I'm just put it out there. I don't know if this is like fake because there's a lot of propaganda, but are there like a lot of like derailments and weird farm fires and like? Because I feel like I'm seeing like, or is that just somebody trying to push a fucking agenda?
I mean, I've heard this. I hear what you're saying because I've heard this too. The more I've been delving into like soil and learning about that more, the more I've been seeing things happening. I guess wasn't that whole area supposed to be more of like a holistic farming approach, regenerative farming?
I don't know, but it's weird.
And they burned it down and put it out of business.
And I kept hearing, I'm hearing that side. I mean, I don't know because I know there's a lot of.
Do you know that place where it derailed? They actually filmed a movie there about
a derailment.
Derailment train with Adam, whatever his name is.
Right. They
from
made
Star
a movie
Wars.
about it.
Yes. And it's pretty much to the T. A lot of extras that they used from that neighborhood, that's where it happened.
So are we living in just
how
like giant
crazy is
conspiracy
that?
theories or just?
No, I don't know if it's a conspiracy theory. It's just weird cosmic stuff, or I don't know. It's bizarre.
It's weird because
What I will say about that, and it brings up an interesting point, and it's worth thinking about. But the issue is, right, that was also a very well-known place where a derailment could happen. That's why the regulations originally were in place. You know, it's not like rail lines don't get moved every 2 weeks or every 2 years. You know where the danger points are. They've known for a long time what they are. So if somebody was doing research to make a
and
movie,
they were raising the flags too. There were people that were trying to raise the flags about this for years, and they didn't need to listen anymore. So it was only a matter of time.
And the craziest part about this, now this is how screwed up the news cycle in the United States is. It's so crazy is that during the time Trump was president is when they deregulated that specific area. That's what led to the collision. But because the American news cycle is so fast and people don't have any chance to kind of like
digest,
double check things. Yeah, Trump is already down there, right? Acting like it's the governor's fault and basically just cashing in on the tragedy that he partially created. Yeah. Like with photo ops and shit. It's insane. That's true. That's like not even something that you need to double check. That's just plain true.
I mean, it is fucking exhausting.
Yeah.
And it is, but that's the point of the setup is to exhaust the American citizens so 100%. That they can't.
But I would also just to say is that where was Pete Buttigieg? Like, where was our government at this point? They should have intervened a lot faster. And I'm like all for him. You know what I mean? So I just found that the response time was a total letdown.
Well, we also didn't really know it was happening.
He was obviously like the reason. I mean, it was everywhere. Everything happens now in a matter of seconds because we are all on social media. It's like people knew what it was happening when it was happening. Where was Pete Buttigieg? That's his department. Yeah. How were you not down there? I mean, just like with Lake Arrowhead up here.
So Pete Buttigieg, I think, is the governor of that state, right?
Yeah.
Trump through the federal, and this is what a lot of Americans, it's hard for us to grasp because they don't really teach it properly to us, but you have a federal system that sits on top of the state system. Both of these should be acting together, but because of the last 25 years, I want to say 30 years, these systems are at odds, and so they don't cooperate. And part of the reason is I actually think it's so that people don't trust government. The more that everyone doesn't trust government, the less they vote, the less that they want to control it, the less they want to learn, and the less that they believe it has anything to do with them. That's what I think we need to go.
Yeah, because you're destabilizing us at like a core, at like a system level. But he's also the department head of transportation, so that's his area. But that's what was so disappointing.
The real question is, right, and I heard Anna speaking, I think it was Anna, before the show really got rolling. She was showing these ladies some important photos and talking about, I can't recall if it was a trip to Jamaica.
You heard that? Let's go back. Let's go back.
You were talking about something, and I think Sammy pointed at the picture and said, "What are these? What are these? Look at these. What was all that?"
All right, Anna, bring it home.
Oh, that's so different.
That's a different conversation.
We're going from.
I didn't know you were listening.
We are going deep.
We just went 0 to 100.
That has nothing to do with trains. No, I was.
Oh, what kind of does?
Are you sure?
What I was saying
Engine.
I spent most of my life dating African American men, Jamaicans, Nigerians. My son's father is African American. I have
Chuman clapping his hands with his client. Chuman spent most of his dating black women. Yeah.
Yeah, and now I'm dating a Hispanic guy. So I told Lucky that now I'm dating someone that's from my raza. That's the first time in I think 30 years.
You came back home.
I came back home.
That's it. She came back
Right,
home.
came back home.
But we went to Jamaica together, actually. Me and Gil.
Really?
Yeah,
How
a year ago. It went good. I've dated Jamaican men, so I thought I was gonna get hit on in front of him, but everybody was so respectful.
Sure.
Like they would talk to him and not even talk to me. Like everything I thought was gonna happen didn't happen. Right. It was a great trip. But
that sounds fantastic. But what was Sammy pointing at when she said, "Look at these"?
She was naked.
I was showing her old during my time with this Jamaican man.
Anna likes to take selfies of herself in inappropriate positions.
Yes. But I deleted all my every single male genitalia picture off my phone.
Unfortunately,
so it's completely. I have.
We were looking forward to seeing them.
No, I think that's what they thought I was going to show them, but I have zero of that. I deleted it all.
Right.
When I became a mom, I just was like, no more strip clubs, no more happy endings, no more nothing.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! That's the best story. I'm so sorry. Anna used to have an app on her phone,
Rub Maps.
And then she would just, and then she got kicked out of one. She got kicked out of one.
No, not Rub Maps.
Way down. Hold on, Anna. How does a woman get kicked out of a rub joint?
Because I angled and it wasn't well received, so I got kicked out. But
wait. Please explain that. Obviously it's just us here. You angled
just us.
I used to, whenever I closed I'm a real estate agent. Whenever I closed the deal before I became a mom, I used to
of course,
celebrating with a happy ending. So I would go on Rub Maps and find places that had transgender men that still had their penis with tits and get a happy ending. And I went to one place where they didn't have my girl. They had just a regular woman with no penis, and I did the usual angle thing, and it wasn't well received, so I got asked not to come back.
And how does a legitimate massage parlor kick a woman out? Like, do they grab you by the back of your pants and throw you?
They say, please. She ran out because I put her hand. I might have assaulted her in a way. I shouldn't say this. I grabbed her hand because she wasn't getting the angle. I grabbed her hand and put it where it needed to go. And then she ran out.
Right.
She was young. She ran out and then called her manager. And her manager asked me not to come back. But her manager knew me. You know,
I can see Anna walking out of there. Oh, like she's chewing a lemon. Oh, man, angry guy.
And then they put her.
Get me out of here.
I'm going to put a bad review on Rub Maps.
Kick the door on your way out. You're like, fuck
Your
this
face around
motherfucker
here ever again.
I'll go down the street now.
Get a bad review on Rub Maps.
Yeah.
Yelp you.
No, Rub Maps.
Rub Maps.
That's so funny. Is that the best shit you've heard in a
Is
while?
Anna
Juman?
just a G or what?
Yeah, that honest to God made my day. I
that's
didn't even
gangster.
realize that they
I mean,
I
now
mean,
you know.
hey, Juman, do I bring in the best female guests or what?
Listen, Anna is.
This has to be the top of the top, my friend.
She's chef's kiss,
Is it
right?
still
there.
around?
You've outdone me.
It was a thing, but now it's not. I
sounds
shut that
not.
door, and then I asked my boyfriend. I said, is it cheating? Because we have a couple of mutual friends whose husbands were getting happy endings, and their wives found out, and they got divorced. I have like 3 friends.
Yep.
And so I asked him, so I knew, because now I'm back in the, I've been a mom for a minute, and I'm closing deals. And I'm starting to like get that itch again. And I said, is it cheating? And he said, yes. So I can't get happy
What?
endings.
So the guys that got
Big
busted
love.
for getting happy endings, the husbands, y'all are some idiots. You got busted for that shit, you deserve to get divorced. Go ahead. Go
Yeah,
on.
you know what they call that? They call that a Bob Kraft.
Yeah,
Oh my
Bob
God.
Kraft.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, so
Stopping up at the
Right.
massage parlor in
But
the
hold
same
up.
convenience center as 7-Eleven.
How is that not cheating though?
Look at, you know who Robert Kraft is?
Yes.
Okay.
He's
How's
like
that not
100 years old, and he was getting hit.
Right.
Right,
But
and he
how is that
owns
not-
fucking the football
Yes.
team. The guy's
Yeah,
at
because-
a fucking
yeah,
a massage parlor that's in the same corner as 7-Eleven.
I know. But
Some like Pep Boys. It's like in between
At the
7-Eleven
end
and Pep
of
Boys.
it, Hot
This
Mustard
guy's
and a
worth
fortune
hundreds
cookie.
of millions of dollars. Dude, you're running in that place. They've got it all wired.
they just want to feel normal.
They had him on on stage
Take
too.
Cialis.
Like, what are you doing over there,
came
bro?
out-
But it's also like
It
the
came out in the
celebrities
court
that
documents that
send
he was taking
DMs. How do you think no
Cialis
one's
to
gonna
get jerked
send
off in a massage parlor.
that is cheating.
Tomatoes. But now I have to respect my
No,
boyfriend.
back to that. Yeah.
So
I
what
mean,
you
and
know-
it-
So
No,
does
you know
he
what?
give you happy endings?
Big luck.
It's different.
No,
it's different.
different.
It's not,
It is different.
yeah,
and
you're
getting
doing
a
something that
massage
you're
now
not
is
supposed
so
to be
different.
doing.
It's so like it triggers me sometimes. We got a couple's massage on Valentine's, and it was triggering because
The smell of the
Do you, like,
oil
move
and-
your butt?
yeah. It's like when you smell like the
Down,
Bed Bath
face
and
down,
Beyond.
that
Bath and
pillow.
Beyond.
Oh, wait, no,
you know,
the
it's
Bath and
triggering.
Body Works. Bath and Body
Bath
Works.
Body
Works.
Works.
Little glitter,
That's
little glitter.
triggering, but it's like I can't.
Yeah, they asked you to open your legs up a little bit for the
Yeah.
to massage
So then,
the
can you
full
go to
thigh.
a strip club with him, or is that cheating?
He asked if we wanted to go together, and I said I can't. I get really creepy.
You know,
So-
in the
seen
best
it.
way.
What do
It's
you mean?
okay.
You're fun. It's fun.
I get weird, so I
gets
was
a
like, no.
little,
She goes to the dark side a little.
I get
a
dark
little
side.
curvy.
Yeah, dark
Yeah.
side.
So,
Yeah,
that,
but
so I
Little
can't.
moñaco.
I don't need-
Moñaco. She gets moñaco.
I don't find you to be creepy like in an offensive,
No,
it's not.
destructive way. It's just
We're just
You're not an
adventurous.
offensive creepy.
No,
You're a good creepy.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think he
Do you turn into
he's a
somebody
cat-
He's like,
different?
no, I'm
You
creepy.
turn
he's a
into
cancer.
somebody
He won't be able to handle it.
Oh, I'm a
yeah,
cancer
emotional.
too.
You
Okay.
are.
So you know,
Yeah.
he won't
He
be
ain't
able to
gonna
handle it.
No.
So you're,
He's got the
so you're
pinch.
sensitive.
He's got the pinch.
You can't.
He is sensitive.
Yep. Very.
Yeah.
But Big Lux, honest to God, can you answer this? Because you're an alpha male. What kind of world are we living in when women are asking a man if it's cheating if you get a rub job?
That's just Anna.
I mean,
No. It's been
Literally, that's just
like
me.
it's been like that. It's just everybody. These women have just been holding it in because they don't think they can say that it's appropriate, or they're doing it and they're not
But what-
getting on a podcast and telling you about
That's
it.
true.
But it's been around.
Yeah, but why-
Dude, there was 2 spots in Santa Monica 25 years ago that all the women from Brentwood, Northside were going, and getting their little happy ending. And they busted the places. But it was going on for years, man. These things were running. Like, it's been going on. I just don't think it's talked about. I think it's more acceptable for a guy to go get the happy ending
That's
with
true.
his bros, you know? Or, hey, I got a spot over here down, a Russian spot, or, you know? For a woman to say what Anna just said, like, I know
We get a
that's,
label.
I know that that's going on, but, you know, like, yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
somebody's going to try and say,
I mean, we all
but
saw
I
the
don't even give
Pamela
a fuck.
documentary, right? You look back and you're like, wow, Tommy got treated so much differently than
Yeah,
her.
he did.
And you look back now and you're like, wow,
But
makes sense.
So
But part of me is, it's not so much that Anna brought it up. It's so much that, and this is no disrespect, but that the male counterpart to a woman asking would be like, yeah, that's cheating. I mean, I know a lot of guys that might be so happy if their wife said, hey, listen, okay, we're going, you get your massage, I'll get my massage, no questions asked, babe. Right? Nothing changes, babe. You go in there, Bob Kraft, and you get your hot mustard and fortune cookie or whatever else. And I'm going to go do my thing.
Yeah.
And it's not cheating, okay?
Would
I
you
know
be
a
okay with
lot
him
of
doing
guys
it then?
that would be down with that. But we're in a society now where some gentlemen might be like, no, that's cheating. You have crossed the line.
Well,
I mean, Steve,
I mean, I'm a Cancer, but I'm also older, and I've been through that whole. I've been through certain kinds of dances. Let me just say, you know, I've been with women that were working dudes, and I was, you know, I get it. So I am somebody that I personally wouldn't have a problem in it. I don't know that I would. I feel like I don't know that I would choose that for me. I'm at a place in my life that I'm content. But if maybe my partner felt like I couldn't cut it because I wouldn't have a problem with, you gonna handle that? Papa's getting a little old, so I don't know about it. You know? But I'm just saying, like, I don't know. But what I will say is, men naturally, not just Cancers, most men I know, they talked a lot of big shit about threesomes and all this stuff, and then when they got what they wanted, it destroyed them.
Yeah.
They couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
They just couldn't. The male just saying, it's like that whole thing about like some people are like, oh, you know, well, she's never gonna let that go. She busted you cheating. She's never gonna let that. Women don't let that go. And I feel like I know some women who have let it go, and you know they've made the marriage work, and they've had to. But if a woman cheats on the man, I'm gonna be the first one to be like, nah, I ain't going for it. Like, and I know a lot of guys like they're not gonna let that go. They're the ones that aren't gonna be able to.
That's got to speak to like something about ego and
Yeah.
very delicate
Yes.
masculinity.
Absolutely,
Yes.
yeah. But when we start putting out all these different ideas of what's appropriate, what's inappropriate, who can do what, you know, I've found for the most part that it's usually the guy that's the one that's super protective, ego, like, you know, talking a lot of shit. But when it's
So
delivered and brought to the
fragile.
plate, you ain't all that,
So
man.
fragile.
It's so true. Some men are kind of.
I mean,
it's really true.
that's a chip at their own.
But you know, it's a dynamic like that, Chumahan, and we know this as men too, that we do that. We overcompensate, overshoot, it's bullshit. But I could look at a woman, and I'll tell you from my experience that a woman that's trying to sell me on how busy she is and what she's doing, and or that she's so like independent and strong and tough, and I know by now that those are signs of probably somebody who's the opposite of what they're trying to portray, you know? And it's usually kind of been like that. Like, yeah, we start dating, and 2 weeks later, all of a sudden she doesn't have all these things to do.
Yeah.
Now I'm like her main thing. Like, look, you don't have a life anymore? You want to be with me? Or that kind of stuff, you know? Or the girls that look real hard from the outside. Oh, they're the ones that
Soft.
right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's got to be the other way too, Chumahan. Like, women are smart enough to know, oh, that guy looks scary. He's probably a teddy bear, or he's probably like, I don't know. Is it like that?
Is it like that?
Is it like that? I mean, is it?
Like,
If a guy's putting off a macho, do women automatically, like, you guys automatically like, okay, he's lacking somewhere?
actually, yes.
I mean,
I would
I
agree.
think we
so.
assume that, but we're still there's a biological attraction
To it.
to
Yeah.
the to that robustness that is so inauthentic in a way, you know? What is that? But like
that's interesting because that does make sense.
yeah, and it's so twisted,
Right.
but it must be a biological attraction.
I actually think that when it comes to
like most of us are like,
So
find me
part
the
of-
sickest person in the room, but if he's buff and tough, then that's great. But it's like, but they have nothing to offer at the end of the day, but like a lot of hardship
Right,
and
but-
misery. But listen, we can change them, huh? Just kidding.
I think it's hard
Exactly
to, well, okay. So I think it's hard to untangle that. I think it's hard to untangle that from the sort of unconscious or subconscious desires of lovers, whether they're male or female. I think sometimes people that are fucked up are attractive to others because deep down, people want a fucked up partner because it's a big distraction from other shit. And they can blame all their problems on the fucked up partner. And that's why they ignore red flags. That's what I think. That's just my personal opinion. They go, I should have known. I ignored all the red flags. But part of it was because they wanted to go on that ride and they wanted to be able to blame somebody else for that. And I'm not even delegitimizing that. There's a place for that in sexuality. As far as what you're saying, Big Lux, about what someone presents up at the front is different than what's behind. I definitely think that's 100% a layer for every human, male or female that walks the earth. I think it gets even more complex when you get really experienced people in deeper levels of gamesmanship. And from what I understand, anyway, it's a fairly human phenomenon. Like, other animals don't do this. Like, dogs will just fuck in the front yard. They don't need a whole game back and forth. Ducks will just fuck in the water. They don't care. Humans need this cat and mouse secret leverage game, trying to figure out. All of that builds up a lot of times the sexual tension that increases like the enjoyment at the later levels or something to that effect. That's what I
Break up the makeup.
Yeah.
Break up the makeup.
Yo, come on. Who hasn't had great makeup sex? Like really great makeup sex.
Sammy.
Look at Sammy's just laughing.
Yeah, Sammy right here.
She may be coy, but she
Just like levitated.
innocent. So
That's
funny.
funny.
Nina
It's all
probably
mess.
forgot.
Yeah.
You guys have 20 years,
20
right?
years. But I'm old
20
school
years.
too. I'm old school. I couldn't do that. If he did that, I would fucking leave him in a second.
Right.
Yeah.
But also I hear stories from like people that I know that I'm like, oh my god, you guys are crazy. Like everyone is menaging and
Everyone
pegging
tells her
and-
everything because she's a hairstylist.
Right,
Like,
Yeah,
right,
so
right.
I hear so
You
much
hear
stuff
everything.
that I'm like, I have not lived, but also I could never do that. I would.
Right.
I'm fiercely loyal, but also can be inappropriate, but not to the. I'm not going to give up my integrity for anybody else, I guess.
I think that's what allows you to be as crazy as you
Yes,
are. But,
yes.
How about that? You can be crazy in these other areas in your life, joke, not give a shit what anyone thinks, because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
you're a loyal woman to a man for 20 years, and that's about as safe and sound as
Yeah.
you can actually
And
get.
that probably sounds real boring to a lot of people. But like you said, I don't think I mean I got married at 21, but I still feel like I was an old soul. Like I had seen and done enough to know the grass was not greener, and that like the ultimate joy of this life is finding love in whatever capacity that looks like. Where after the initial desire fades in the 6-month period, what are you left with? You're left with you and how we're going to grow old and our bodies are going to fade and we're going to break down, and you want to be with that partner that's going to get you through sickness and like to the other side. I just feel like
You know what,
it's-
Nina?
What's the point?
I'm going to call bullshit because I saw Anna's face, and she's in her mind thinking 6 months. When the desire fades, what's left? A rub job. That's what's left. That's when you start hitting the rub joint.
Because she's like the guy, She's like the guy,
I love that.
good.
I'm gonna-
I'm not saying he wants that, but I do.
No, you know what? I already know that, probably because I know Jason, but I already know that. I was with Jess for a long time, and like there might have been some crazy sides to us, but there were certain things that would just never happen. Just didn't. But I will say, from my experience of what I know, and as a 55-year-old man, I would say 9 to 9.5 out of 10 times, those explored roads didn't work out. Might work out for the first year. Might even work out for a couple.
Yeah.
But by the time I checked back in 4 or 5 years later, they're the opposite. Everything had already split. Like I don't judge it, but something to that. There's something, once that goes down, you've made a chink in the armor that you can't.
Yes.
Then either it's like that for you or it's not. If you don't have those feelings about it, there's nothing, you can do that, and do your thing. But I guess at the end of the day, it's kind of like what's okay with you.
Exactly.
It's not about what's okay, because I'm not judging what that's great.
Because I don't think monogamy is the way for everybody. I don't. Or whatever works for you and your soul's path. What works for you at the end of this life?
As long as you keep it real for yourself too, and not trying to make the other person happy and doing something that you don't want to do.
Are we done?
Just to appease them.
Yeah.
We can run it. We can run it a little. We can run a few more minutes.
Don't worry, we'll get you AAA.
Yeah.
We'll get you
Come
AAA.
on, partner.
We didn't talk about Lebanon.
I still never found.
We've been talking about
I still
oil.
never found out what.
What'd you just say?
I had still never found out about what Sammy was looking at, where she was like, "Look at those."
It was literally.
Look at those. You were pointing at.
Oh, that was my boobs.
It was
Those are bibs.
Her Tempur-Pedics.
Tempur-Pedics.
With a
Yes.
yeah.
They were pretty new then.
It
they
looks
look
good.
Yeah.
And we never get to have. I don't think that. I mean, we've had on some good female guests. Shout out to all my female guests too. But there's
They are
something
good.
Yes, of
about
course.
when you come in, Neena. That's why I need you on the show, because we can talk in ways that nobody feels bad. We're able to explore some things. There's a lot of women that we couldn't even have some of these conversations with because they want to be offended or
It's easy.
It's good. That's why I need you to come
I
on
like that.
every now and
Done.
then,
You
talk
and
in
I'll bring the coolest people.
Oh, you
I love
always
it.
do.
I would love to. I feel like I'm not given enough, but I'm honored. I would love it. I love it. I love it here.
Where's
She needs her show too.
you know what's so funny?
I tried. It doesn't work.
You guys know Jeannie, obviously.
Yeah, Jeannie's so funny.
So Jeannie.
Wait,
so
what's her nickname again?
Jenny?
Pee-pee.
What is it?
Pee-pee.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
Bring it back.
She was with- Yeah, exactly. Remember that?
She brought down the roof with that story.
Man, that story was fucking right. Or what's a really nice
Yeah.
pussy, right? That shit, we all went to the bathroom, we were checking each other. That's classic, dude. There's nothing like that. That show. I listen to that show every now and then. Just because I want to fucking
no extra
fall off the
wrinkles,
ground.
no extra meat, nothing. Nice and
Do you know Evelyn?
I don't.
You
Oh
don't.
my God, Evelyn. Okay, I don't know her, but she just hung out with Jeannie in New York.
So
Yeah.
Evelyn sends me a picture. Get in there. Evelyn sends me a picture and she's with Jeannie. And she's like, oh my God, I know. I'm like, what? And then, you know what's so funny about you, Neena, is that Neena's so popular on the West Side that she transcends age groups. So there's like 20-year-olds that know who Neena is. Then she's got kind of women that are like in her age that obviously. Then there's women in their 50s that I know that don't need, like, she's like across the board, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ain't never gonna get old.
yeah.
Yeah, she got fans
so
all
much.
over.
Like,
Then she got
Barbara
fans
Bush
at the Hard
loves
Luck
Neena.
Show.
That's right. And I always tell people, if I'm welcomed here, then I feel pretty legit. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. So
I
let's
know the
just
cool
get this
people.
right. So let's
Go.
get this right because
Go.
we are gonna wrap it up.
I know. Sorry. This is so boring.
NAJEAU.
Yeah,
I'm
NAJEAU.
Sorry, man. Shut up. NAJEAU is
Yeah.
the hair product. You guys need to follow my NAJEAU.
My NAJEAU. I brought you guys some goodies, by the way.
We did.
Oh my.
Some of you have hair, some of you don't. You know, you have a lot of hair, but I got the shampoo, I got the scalp mask,
Okay,
I
so
got
I'm
the
gonna,
follicle
you know
drops,
what? I'm gonna do
got the
this.
conditioner.
How's the camera looking? Am I?
It's good stuff.
Yeah, you're good.
Let
I'm
me
good?
tell
Okay,
you,
'cause
this
I'm
was
gonna,
built
I'm gonna
out
open
of.
this box up right now. I'm gonna show
And
everybody
I
what's
wasn't sure who wanted what, but I just brought some. You know, I wrapped it in
Guys,
honeycomb.
look at this.
Honeycomb.
Look
but
at this.
and olive oil is coming soon. Olive oil is coming soon.
Nice. so good.
NAJEAU, you guys don't have no idea. You guys remember my show where I got
My
the
hair's
scalp
so
treatment?
soft.
Yeah.
Hair's never been the same since.
Oh my God, I love you, Lucky. Also, that's our conditioner. That's our conditioner. I know. You got to look expensive to be
Look how
expensive.
beautiful that is.
Thank you.
So good.
NAJEAU, you guys got to look at that. This. Not only when you're done looking at that.
That's the shampoo. Also, I have to say, I went to our local UPS store today, and I had given the 2 guys who've helped me for the whole year shampoo conditioner, and the young kid who had only used, he was like 20-something, he's only used Head & Shoulders, and he looked at me, he goes, I just want you to know my hair's never felt this fluffy and nice.
So true.
He's like, you got a customer
My
for life.
boyfriend stopped using hair product because he started using the shampoo. Like,
I think
he doesn't
men-
need it anymore.
Exactly.
He loves it.
Men, I think, don't realize like the power of good product for your scalp and hair. It changes you. Like I would do follicle drops for you. You could take home. Chumahan might want the shampoo and conditioner because he has longer hair.
Yeah, you're gonna give us
my hair.
get a
love
camera
you.
right here real quick.
You gotta take it out.
I'm gonna have you kind of direct who
Okay,
gets what.
so
Look at
that's
this beautiful packaging, you guys.
those are actually the mountains of Lebanon.
That's
365.
man, you're gonna crush it with this brand.
I love
How
it.
badass is that
Open
packaging?
it.
You gotta open it.
though.
There's one
Friend of
that's
mine
real
did
sexy.
the logo.
You have
That's
to,
right.
to open it though because it's really
John.
pretty.
You got to open up the smaller
box.
box. It's really sexy.
It's
and
really
as a
pretty.
man, if you have this on
This
your
one?
the other one, short.
This
Yeah,
one?
yeah. Open
I
that
need to
one.
open this?
Yeah. It's real sexy. So if you're a dude and you've got this on your bathroom countertop,
Yeah.
a woman is gonna
That's
tell
nice.
you.
I've been
You know
saying
what
this.
That you just apply to your scalp, rub it in.
Hey,
shampoo.
show that to the camera.
And it's all pure oils. And you know the best part of that? 30% of those oils are olive oil. It's olive oil sourced from my cousin who's a monk at a 900-year-old monastery in Lebanon, in the Kozaya Monastery. And now we are bottling the olive oil. It is cold
I'm taking
first
this.
pressed.
This one's coming with me, guys. The
It's
drops
good.
are mine. So we'll
delicious.
work out the
It's
shampoo and everything
delicious.
else.
It's olive oil, castor, burdock root, and aniseed and tea tree, and it's pure.
That's fucking wonderful.
And it's
man.
blessed.
And it's blessed.
It is blessed.
Blessed.
Yeah, it sure is. Also,
look at
we're
this. This is beautiful.
having
Go on.
olive oil for consumption on the way. And did you know that a spoonful of olive oil in the morning but on an empty stomach is the most amazing thing you can do for your
I
body?
didn't know. Now, is
You
it
heard it
extra
first.
virgin?
Ours is first pressed, cold pressed, extra virgin olive oil, and soil matters. So the soil that olive oil comes from is incredibly nutrient dense. It's basically used with regenerative farming. It is also amazing because we pay the monastery the money directly, like Western Union. My cousin picks it up. He's a monk there. Picks it up and he disperses it to the communities around them.
So you know where it's really
I know
going.
where it's going. You know the people. You know that it's just honest. And I feel like what's the point of doing anything in a world of fast fashion and fast beauty if there is no connection to the source, to the artisans, the farmers, the people on the soil?
That's right.
The climate change is going to kill us. It's going to get us all. But
Yeah.
the ocean and the soil matters. And if we just took care of those two things, we would be fine. Because that's the only thing that pulls carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere. It's not going to be your Teslas. It's going to be soil and ocean.
Soil.
Anyway, you heard it here first.
Our soil and our water.
And our water. But a spoonful of olive oil in the morning on an empty stomach is the most incredibly healing thing you can do for your body.
I'll start tomorrow, and I'll just start with what I got until.
And I'm going to send you ours.
Okay.
That's
All
right.
right.
Okay. You heard
See
it
that?
first. So
Olive oil.
Yeah.
Heard that.
The Mediterranean diet. It's
I'm
the best
Sicilian.
diet.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Olive
There you go.
oil. I know. And the soil matters, people. Are we done? Have we bored your people?
Now, okay, and let people know where they can follow one more time.
Sorry, I was drinking my Chardonnay.
Yes.
It's
Boone's
my
Farms.
Boom. Yes, Chardonnay from really good soil. It's called
Because
Bakersfield.
soil matters. Yeah.
Soil matters, Bakersfield.
Yes. Sonoma County.
Yes, I'm Sonoma County, eh?
A spoonful of olive oil cures a hangover like nothing you've ever heard.
Sometimes just throw it into your wine. You can get it at www.NAJEAU, which is my mom's name, NAJEAU.com. Also, everyone's welcome. September, we're going back to Lebanon. I'm telling you, this place is lit.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Flip, and TikTok.
Yes. Love that. Anna?
Yeah.
Can people follow you? Or do you want
Oh,
to
people can
you?
follow Anna.
Private. She's private.
Yeah. Give them know.
Anna Karina Lanusa.
Yes.
And that's ANAKARINALANUZA at. I guess there is no at. The at's in the beginning.
Yes.
Let me end with this about Anna. Her name is Anna Lanusa. So she comes in one day and she says, "Ugh, I had to go to this meeting at my work and they put my name with my last letter.
Oh, my God.
And it's anal. Anna L.
So whenever I book an appointment
Annalisa?
for her hair appointment, I
Anal.
just put anal.
Anal.
And there
It's
she is.
always
Anna L. Got it. No, it's horrible.
That's horrible.
That's horrible.
Name tags.
Anal. Anal. That's horrible.
She's just saying that. That's my nickname,
Anna L.
Anna L.
Anna L.
Oh yeah.
There's a reason.
Oh sure. That's the reason why you got the nickname Anal, Anna. Sure.
There's a
the
story
ending.
to it. There's a story to it, but I guess we ran out of time.
Sean, can you hand me that?
No.
Besides the happy end.
Lay it in, because nobody wants to end with soil. No one wants to end with soil. Give it to us, Anna. Go.
You really want to know?
Yes, Queen.
And
Thank you, partner.
When I was up until I was 19, I thought I was a virgin because I was Catholic.
yes.
That's all I have to say.
Yes.
That was my nickname.
Yes.
Cold
Oh my God.
Cold press.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right.
Cold
Now,
pressed virgin.
yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
I was
we
Catholic.
baby.
I was Catholic.
This goes blows away. We're gonna have Anime have her own show too coming up. So don't you worry, people. Might be
I'm
more
gonna
from
tell you
Anna.
right now.
They're gonna be fiending for Anna.
I am gonna be. Yeah, I'm gonna be Anna's campaign manager. I believe in Anna. She is gonna save this country. I'm a fan.
She's
Now,
the best.
oh, let me get a little camera time right here, Sean. Not only did NAJEAU sponsor our show, get some NAJEAU. Also, proud sponsor of Vibes Rolling Papers. Vibes Rolling Papers at Vibes Papers. Check them out. And Bolt CBD. Bolt CBD and Alien CBD. Big sponsors of ours, just like Cookies Enzo's Pizzeria. Guys, shout out to all you guys. Juman, did you want to give a little hook it up?
Yes, I do. I want to say Ovando Bowen LLP, one of the only law firms, successful law firms in the Southern California area, run by a real American Indian. And I want to say this: big shout out to Anna Anal, my new favorite person of all time. I'm going to be running her for city council next cycle. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go, Sean.
Sean at movemental.media for all your audio podcasting needs. Don't forget to hit us up at hardluckshow.com. hardluckshow.com.
Yeah.
hardluckshow.
Yeah.
Hard Luck Show, www.supermaxhardware.com, cookiessf.com. Pay us a visit, and Vibes Rolling Papers. We'll see you soon. Always listen to the Hard Luck Show on Mondays and Thursdays now. 2 shows a week. All right? Good night. Adios, ladies. Thank you for coming down.
Thank you for
Way
having
to have
us.
the West Siders up in the building, all right?
Oh man, suburban mom here, but thank you.
Suburban mamas. Moms. All right, we're out of here.
Oh my
Hasta
God, you
la
guys are the
vista.
best.